Good morning, everyone, and blooming day to all my students, and welcome to our English class. Today, our lesson will be focusing on word analogy. But before that, let us focus first on our online meeting etiquettes. I hope that all of you are very excited to know the online etiquettes as well as to see your new classmates and gain more friends. Okay? So let us discuss the four virtual classroom rules. The first one is mute yourself except when you have the floor. Okay? Number two, you have to keep your video on for attendance purposes. Of course, the third one is raise your hand virtually when you are about to speak or you are asking for permission to speak. And of course, the last one is avoid distractive noises and backgrounds or actions that might disturb each one of us as we speak before our class. Okay? But because each one of you is important and attendance matters, don't you worry that this GMAT class will generate our name as we discuss our lesson today. So don't you worry about your attendance because your name will be recorded by this GMAT class later. Okay? Now, I want to remind everyone as we move forward with our discussion to have your English modules with you. And of course, we are now in quarter 1, week 1, which is the title is Word Analogy. Before we proceed, let us identify first our most essential learning competency. Today, we're going to analyze relationships presented in analogies and supply other words or expressions that complete an analogy. Okay? So, now, as we move forward, let us discuss and let us give the meaning of a word analogy. Okay? So, you have here on the screen, an analogy is a comparison between two things. In this way, it is similar to simile and metaphor. Okay? We use analogies all the time informally. And of course, in conversation, when you compare one situation to another, you're using an analogy also. Okay? From the given example, life is like a box of chocolates. That is a sentence, that is a simile that uses comparison between two ideas. The uncertainty and variety in life experiences were the same in the box of chocolates. Okay? Now, word analogy is also a term that means word relationships. Okay? So when we say word relationships, they contain two pair of words and they usually solve analogies that helps you develop critical thinking skills. Okay? So analogies also can be abbreviated and in the given example, dog is to cat as man is to woman. So we have the given abbreviation, dog is to cat and man is to woman. We have the different types of analogy. The first one is antonyms. Antonyms are pairs that show an opposite relationship. So we have the given example, girl is to boy as up is to down. Night is to day and happy is to sad. The second type is what we call synonyms. Synonyms are pairs of words that show similar relationship or have the same meaning. So we have the given example, couch is to sofa, as to bush is to shrub. Husband is to spouse, and baby is to infant. So as you can see in this given example, we have synonymous ideas. Okay? So that is the second one. The third type is part to whole. This refers to pairs that show the first word as part of the second word. Okay? So we have the given example. Pitcher is to baseball as lettuce is to salad. Student is to classroom and leaf is to tree. The fourth type also is action and object. In these items, the object always receives the action. From the given example, what's the relationship between boil is to egg and throw is to ball? Okay? So the fifth one is we have tool and a worker. This time, a person working with a tangible object. Okay, we have the given example. Cashier is to cash, plumber is to pipe. So the tool and the worker, okay, so is being emphasized here. Now, number 6 is characteristic, and this describes something. So we have the given example. Puppies are furry, fish are slippery. Okay, from those given examples, again, we have the different types of word analogy, and I hope that everybody has learned something new today. Anyone who has a question, kindly message me in your inbox for any question that you might have today. If you don't have any questions, you can also answer our activities in your modules asynchronously. And of course, you have to write your name, subject, quarter 1, week 1, and the date today. Okay? So you can have a picture also of your answer sheets, then send it to me to my messenger, or you can give it directly to me the next time we see each other, or I will visit you in your home and I would be very glad to see you also. Okay, see you next week, and I hope that you have learned something today. Thank you everyone. Keep safe and God bless us all.